That's just what I like.
Hi everyone, it's Adyel here and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a hair tutorial for you guys on this highly requested wavy beachy hair look. I am so excited. I haven't done a hair tutorial in who knows how long, and this has become one of my favorite go-to hair looks, and the amount of requests I got, I just had to do this for you guys, and I'm so excited for this video. If you are too, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up to let me know how you like it, and it also helps me and my channel out a lot. Also be sure to leave a comment down below on your thoughts on the video and the hairstyle, and if you try it yourself, be sure to send me pictures. I would love to see them. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please be sure to do so. I post every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. It is such a fun time around here and I would absolutely love it if you stuck around. But yeah, without further ado, if you want to see how I get these beautiful waves, then please keep on watching. Okay guys, so this is what we have. This is the first step and one of the most important. I'm gonna get into like talking about the specifics in a second, but what you want to do is you want to go in the shower. You can spray with the water bottle, but this is what I found just works best for me. I've been playing around with different techniques since middle school and I finally have it down. You want to go in the shower and you want to wet your hair super quickly and just make sure that every single piece is damp. You don't want your hair to be soaked, so either you want to wash your hair, which I don't recommend doing. I recommend making sure your hair is second or third day already because it'll really hold the texture. If it's clean, it'll fall out quicker. That's just what I've noticed. You want to make sure it's not soaked, whether you towel dry it or you just do it really quickly, which I find is just the most easiest, because unless you're doing it like over 12 hours before, that's another story. But you want to make sure that overnight your hair is gonna fully dry and like take in all the moisture. So anyway, first things first, I go in and I do like a little bit of a middle part. Lightly brush your hair just so that it doesn't get tangled and knotted while you're braiding. This next step I don't do all the time, it's up to you, but it does make it last a little bit better, especially with minimal hairspray. And my hair, this is straight out the shower. My hair is naturally straight, so for my girls that have naturally straight hair, it's a little bit more difficult to get curls and things to last. You can take mousse or leave-in conditioner just to like hold that texture even more. Ooh. You can take some gel, whatever the case may be, and I just go in literally on my top of my head, all over my hair. So see, this is like the perfect amount of dampness that you want. The reason I say do damp hair, because sometimes dry hair works, I've noticed that the dry hair doesn't look as concentrated, if you know what I mean. So when I'm gonna take them out, you're gonna see how they look really curly and they look more natural. When you do it with dry hair, you're gonna take it out and it's still gonna look good, but it's gonna be puffy and it's not gonna look as clean. Then the way I part, so I go halfway, kind of like right where my ear is, and I split the hair in half. Sometimes there's more hair in the back, so I'll take even more just to evenly split it front to back. And I'll start on one side and I'll put all my other hair to the other side. Now, this technique has helped me so much. I used to do like 4 regular braids and just braided it. I used to do 2 French braids throughout my whole head. I used to do 6 braids. Like, I used to do everything that you could possibly think of until I finally found this routine. The key is going to be Dutch braiding. So if you don't know how to Dutch braid, go look that up. But instead of going on top, you go under when you fold your braids. So this isn't really going to be like a braid tutorial, and I'm not a pro at braiding. They usually end up looking pretty whack, if I'm being honest. You could also separate it into 4 pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4, if you know what I'm saying, and braid it on the top of your head. I'm sure that would look amazing too, and I do want to experiment with that sometime soon. So first things first, I'm taking the tiniest little section right at the top. This is key. So you really just want to follow the technique. It's not really about making it neat. So you want to, of course, split it into 3, and the key is to go underneath and go really tight when you fold. This is what really gives all that volume, what makes them look so dramatic, if that's the right word for it. I cannot tell you guys how many times I have done these and they look alright. Like, you can tell I braided my hair, but they don't look as bomb as they've been looking the past few times I've done them, because this technique has really just mastered it all for me, and especially the Dutch braiding. The French braiding does not give the outcome that the Dutch braiding gives. So you want to pick up the hair and tightly pull it and just bring it back. Take little pieces and bring it in. Yeah, just practice makes perfect. And again, you're not gonna go out looking like this. You're just going to sleep, so you don't need to worry if, oh my god, like, do the braids look perfect? Another thing is Dutch braiding. I never realized, you know how the braid pops out on the top, and I always would see girls have braid, you know, I would get my hair braided and I'd be like, how come when I French braid my hair it doesn't pop up at the top, like it doesn't look like that? And it's because you need to Dutch braid it. You need to go underneath, and that's how you're gonna get this pop out effect. So you're gonna go super tight and try and make sure that every section has even amounts of hair, so that when you get to the bottom you're not running out of hair. There we have one side, boom, done. And we're gonna really make this bottom part tight because this has the most hair, so we want to make sure that this is super tight because that's what's gonna make it look ba-bam. Why I like going all the way from the top, that's how you get the volume up here. And wait till I show you guys the back right now because you're about to be mind blown. It really does the trick. And of course, if you were doing this with dry hair, or if you were going out with braids, we would like sleek the baby hairs and stuff like that, but that's not what we're focusing on right now. So you want to make sure it's tight, and as tedious as it gets and your fingers are going to start cramping a little, you want to go all the way to the bottom. I literally can't believe I used to do my braided waves any other way. And you're just going to make sure you secure it really tightly so that during the night it doesn't come out. Even if you're using some big rubber band or hair tie, you want to make sure you keep twisting it because you don't want that to slip out overnight. And this is just going to dry down to look absolutely beautiful. You can do this in the morning and have your waves ready by night. And another tip that I really like to do is not only do I sleep overnight with the braids, but I leave them throughout the day. So throughout the day, they're still being tight and controlled. That's just how they end up being extra. So now you want to take your back piece. Now this is the key for the back. This is how I get the volume all the way up here, especially for my girls that have straight hair. Y'all will know the struggle. Like, it's really hard to get volume and to make it look super wavy. So I'm gonna help y'all out, right? Instead of just taking it and just starting to braid, that's where you go wrong. You want to start, and I hope you guys can see me, I'm taking a piece of hair from the top. So I'm taking this piece of hair and we're gonna do the same thing that we did here, except we're gonna be braiding backwards, like down. So I'm just gonna have you guys watch me. So you could take an even smaller piece if you want, but we're gonna take this underneath. I like to pass this 2 to 3 times before I add more hair, just to make sure that the structure of it is nice and tight and right. And then we go ahead and we start picking and adding strands of hair, and we're going downwards. This is what works, y'all. I never thought of it because it makes you look crazy, but it works. I used to try and do one big braid from the front to the back, but it was too much hair. When you use too much hair in one braid and you have straight hair like me, or just even in general, when you do too big of a braid, it doesn't look as concentrated. Like, it's gonna look wavy, but it's not gonna look so extra. And honestly, I was not gonna do this video, and I was like, it's whatever, like, it's not that big of a difference. But then the amount of swipe ups I got on my Instagram DMs and my comments, whenever I would wear this hairstyle, I would get questions for days because it looks like I'm using a crimping machine. Like, it looks like I'm spending hours and upon hours crimping each section of my hair. Like, that's the outcome. So when I realized how much feedback I got, and then I really thought about, okay, maybe this is like, I'm used to it by myself, but when I thought about like how much technique and how many years it took me to really master this, I was like, you know what, maybe people will want to see this. Thank you for pushing me to do this video because I really wasn't gonna. This is a game changer for real. So again, the braid starts all the way up here. So instead of starting the braid halfway down here, your whole head is being braided. Yo, fun fact, I learned how to braid when I was really young because I would braid my American Girl Doll's hair. Throwbacks for anyone who used to be subscribed to my American Girl Doll channel. And now we do the same exact thing to the other side. And as you can see, it kind of looks loose over here, but that's okay because this is the back side of the hair. So when you take it out, it's going to be underneath anyways. So I'm going to do the other side. This is the outcome, and trust me, without makeup, you're gonna look insane. Like, you're gonna look like a 12-year-old, but it's fine. So we have this. If you're going out, you can put it in like a little ponytail to look a little bit normal, or you can braid the pieces all together. That's usually what I do, so it just looks like one cool braided hairstyle. So yeah, I'm actually about to go out right now, so see how cool that looks kind of? You can leave it like this overnight maybe as well if you just want it all to stay together. It's totally up to you, but I definitely wouldn't recommend taking them out until they're completely dry. Okay guys, so I just did my makeup. These have been in for over 12 hours. I like to make sure that they're in for at least 10 to 12 to just make sure that they are as extra as possible. As you can see in my sleeve, they got a little bit loose, but let's start taking these out. So I'm so excited. I always just love seeing the transformation. And because we did like tight small pieces, you're gonna see how nice and voluptuous these curls roll out to be. And make sure you get this top piece. You really want to make sure that you're undoing the top and just look. I know we look really crazy with the braids. I love to wait until they're completely dry. I don't like when they're still wet. That's a mistake I used to make all the time. And I noticed that they would fall flat as the day went on. Oh, look how pretty! And look, this is what I mean. Like, we only did these two, and look how much volume it has. So now when we do the back, so I make sure I really untangle every single piece. Okay, and as you can see, we went to the top of the head. So you want to make sure that you get the braid out all the way on the top, because you don't want people to peep that from the back. Yes! Just look. I love it. Just adds so much volume, let me tell you. These can last for a few days, but the problem is I haven't found a way to sleep on them right so that they don't look crazy the next day. Like, they always end up looking really tingly. I don't know. I gotta find a way. So I like to play with them, and I like to comb the tops of my head. Okay. I'm wearing a perfect outfit today too. So then, this is my favorite hairspray ever. It has been for years. This is the Garnier Fructis style Sleek and Shine hairspray number 4. I'll usually get number 3 or 4. And then I spray everywhere. This doesn't add a crunch to the hair, which that's why I love this hairspray so much, but I still don't like to add too much because I like them to just kind of be free. The front, the back, all of it. Inside. So now we have the Eco Styling Gel, and this is what we're going to use for this mess up here. I just ordered this off Amazon because, guys, I tried living without this. I've tried using my brother's glue the past few days, but no. So I'm taking a little bit and I'm just sleeking it down, and I'm also sleeking down this right here. You could go ahead and like comb them down. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit lazy. I'm just using my fingers, make everything nice and sleek, and bam! So this is the final hairstyle. I'm actually so happy that I did this video for you guys, and I cannot wait to see your recreations. Be sure to tag me. I love this hairstyle so much because it is so easy. Let's say you know you're gonna have a busy day the next morning and you want to look really good and really put together, but you know you're not gonna wake up with enough time to curl your hair, straighten your hair, whatever the case may be. This just looks so good, and this will last all day, and it will even look good for the next day. I just love these waves so much. I'm so grateful that I finally nailed down a routine for this hairstyle because it just looks so bomb. No matter what outfit, whatever the case may be, this is just like a go-to look. I mean, it does take a little bit long at night to braid them down and get them nice and tight and right, but it's worth it, okay? So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know any more video requests you have down below or anything else you would like to see from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye everyone.